Let's help you get promoted at work. I'm Rita, Baroody, career success coach, executive recruiter, and I'm here to share the 5 steps to get promoted at work. Let's get right into it. Step number 1, ensure you are visible. And what do I mean by this? All of your hard work, all of your energy, everything that you've done throughout the year, throughout each day, each month, each quarter, make sure that is documented. Make sure you have emails that trace back to your accomplishments. And the reason behind this is when promotion time comes, when you have to write your performance review, you want to ensure you do not forget those details that back up your promotion, that you're setting yourself up for success, that you have a very, very strong case that you are operating at the next level. That is what you want to build throughout the year. So being visible, not only in person, but on paper, on your performance review, and verbally. You're going to have to speak to your boss and ask them for a promotion if they are not going to be proactive themselves. So ensure your visibility is at an all-time high with your email communication, verbal, written, oral, all communication. So you have a solid case going into your promotion. Now, I wanted to make sure that you knew that detail, but let's backtrack a little bit. Let's talk about step number 2 to get your promotion at work. And that is to do more than expected. So everything you're gathering throughout the year, this evidence to get promoted, is going to be the actions that you took throughout the year. It's going to be the actions that you went above and beyond, that you were operating again at that next level, that you were proactive to take on additional responsibilities when no one was even asking. But guess what? Let's go back to step number 1. You have to remind management. You have to remind your boss. You have to ensure your team is aware, and even your boss's boss. Make sure you're visible to that person, because that person can influence your boss. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. I will be posting a video every week to help you with your career and also land a great opportunity. Now you might tell me, hey, I've done more than expected. I did not get a promotion and I'm tired of doing more. I'm just gonna do the bare minimum because those people that do the bare minimum are receiving a promotion and I am not receiving a promotion. That can sometimes happen, but how can you de-risk that from happening? That is making sure, let's get into step number 3. We're not putting all of our eggs into one basket. That when we go above and beyond, we know that that's going into our track record. It's not only for the company that we're working for. It's going into our track record that if we go and get another job and receive a promotion when we land that other job, that we have a really strong reference that we were operating at that next level. So I want you to think through not just, hey, is this company going to promote me? Should I just rely on this one company? I don't want you to do that. And I've seen so many times professionals that I assist in my career coaching programs that are relying on their one company to get that promotion. Instead, think of it as I'm going above and beyond because this is part of my track record, part of my reputation. So if anyone asks my boss, my boss's boss, my whole team, guess what? I have a solid case to receive a promotion at my next job and maybe even being on a faster track because now my track record is amazing. And I have that to take with me for my entire career. Let's get into step number 4 on how to get your promotion at work. This requires you to optimize your LinkedIn profile and resume. And why do I say this? Again, going back to step number 3, we can't just rely on the one company to promote us, for our one boss to promote us. What can we rely on though? We can rely on our great track record that we are building and being explicit and articulating that on our LinkedIn profile, where 60 million hiring companies are actively searching for great professionals like you. And there are certain hiring companies that will give you a promotion for a new role that you take on at their company because they see your potential. And that's, of course, how you present yourself in the interview and how you articulate your experience. But I've seen this many times as an executive recruiter and career coach. When you're explicit as to you operating at the next level, so let's say, for example, you're a senior, but you want to get to manager, or you're a manager looking to get to director. What you mention is acting manager experience and mention what that includes, or acting director experience and mention what that includes. A lot of the times, your title is not explicit to what you actually are taking on. So let's say, again, you're a manager. You want to reach director. Well, don't just mention that you're a manager in your title. You can mention manager / acting director. And then being very, very, very explicit in your LinkedIn profile and your resume and during the interview process as to what those responsibilities were that you were operating at that next level. So which director level responsibilities did you proactively take on or that you were given because no one else could take on those responsibilities? They didn't have time or they just felt like you could take on more. Let's be explicit everywhere. We can't just rely on one person who could have a hidden agenda of not wanting us to get promoted. You never know who has that hidden agenda. Well, what can you do to help yourself get promoted maybe a little bit quicker? Make sure that you are optimizing your LinkedIn, your resume, you're actively having conversations with other companies because there are times, and I've seen this again a lot in the corporate world, you do everything for this company, everything for your team, you go above and beyond. It doesn't work in your favor. Well, let's de-risk it by leveraging LinkedIn, leveraging our optimized resume, having discussions, and being active in our job search. Let me tell you a quick story. This is real life. When I was in the corporate world, before I became a career coach and executive recruiter, I went through an interview process with my team in which I went above and beyond. I was acting at the next level, acting in a managerial capacity, but I was not given the job. Main reason was I didn't present myself to my best ability in the interview process, yet I had documented all of my accomplishments and I had built relationships with people outside of my team, but that were directly related to my team too, that ended up knowing someone for a role that was outside of my team, still in the same organization. And what happened? I was explicit with mentioning what I had accomplished, what the additional responsibilities I took on, and I was able to get a promotion through a new team versus relying on just my internal team who knew me so well, in which I didn't think I had to go above and beyond the interview process because I already proved my results throughout 2 years of being in the team. Little did I know, you still have to play the part. And that's another story for another time. But I want you to just be explicit and really focus on how you can articulate those responsibilities that you've taken on, even if you are not at that level yet, and even if you don't have the formal title. Be explicit with the acting managerial responsibilities, the acting director responsibilities, acting VP responsibilities. And that will help build your case for a new team, a new company, if your current work environment doesn't promote you. Step number 5 on how to get promoted at work, and that is to attend conferences and events in your industry. Be in the know. Be that person that has knowledge to share, that is continuously learning. Because again, we're taking our track record with us, and now attending conferences, industry events, we are also building relationships that can translate to a promotion in which someone sees our potential. Again, we are not relying on the one company to promote us. We want to, of course, make the best case. But if they don't promote us, let's set ourselves up for success and make sure we're visible to other people in the industry, other people who could see our potential, other great leaders who have a growth mindset that sees that you are capable of operating at that next level. When you have great leaders that can see your potential, those opportunities come organically. You don't even have to search for them. This is something I wish someone would have told me early on in my career. I always relied on the one corporate job that I had. I never built relationships early on in my career. Now that I've been an executive recruiter and career coach for 7+ years, taking all of the knowledge that I've built in the corporate world, in consulting, and sharing it with professionals like yourself, great people like you. I don't want you to make that same mistake that I did, waiting too long to build those great relationships and being more in the know. Being in the know will make you more valuable, will help you get promoted, and people will remember you when you share knowledge. So please, go out there, be more visible, be explicit. Don't leave it up to that one company, and make sure that you have a great track record. That is the key to success, to getting promoted at work. I hope you enjoyed this video. Watch my next video if you want to not rely on your company and start your job search. I would love for you to know the secrets to job hunting.